All right. So, as we customly do, let's go ahead and get started at this hour of 1:11. Ashe. So, let us just start out in prayer. We give thanks for this moment, time, and space where we gather together to just take a moment to raise our consciousness to divine level, acknowledging that we are spiritual beings, divine beings, having a human experience. And we stand boldly and say it is our birthright to have one of the greatest experiences, not only so that we can feel joy and peace and power, but so that we can be a reflection of God itself, so that others can see the light in us, so that others can see the example of God right in front of their faces. We give thanks for that assignment. What a divine assignment to be able to take advantage of our birthright, to be free, to be liberated, to experience peace and power and joy and abundance. We give thanks. We give thanks. May we be courageous. May we be brave. May we be obedient. May we be disciplined. May we be devoted to our highest self. We give thanks. We give thanks for all of the healing that needs to happen. We give thanks for it happening. We give thanks for the spiritual understanding that we need. We give thanks for that, for accomplishing that, for being able to see with our spiritual eyes, hear with our spiritual ears. We give thanks for all deliverance that will come out of this session today. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, amen. Amen, 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 amen. So happy Sunday, y'all, and happy new moon. Ow, it's lit. What? Happy Sunday and new moon. Y'all already know this session about to be amazing. Amazing. So, welcome to those who are new here. We call this motivation and meditation. This is some inspiration, motivation, meditation, liberation, elevation, revelation. We got all going on up in here. I can't put all of that on the description, but what's understood don't need to be explained. Once you get in the room, and once spirit we give spirit room to move. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my goal is. For those who are new, welcome, welcome. The goal in these sessions are, one, to be able to take some time to be still, to be quiet, so that we can raise our minds to divinity. It's the renewal of the mind that we constantly need, so that we can be reminded of our being. Because when we get stuck in what we're seeing and what we're hearing, then we forget about who we are. We forget about what we are. We forget about whose we are. And that's okay. But those reminders, whether we remind ourselves or we gather like this so we can remind each other and lift up each other, that is needed constantly. I can't say that enough. I give thanks for these Sundays, but trust me, your walk has to be your prayer. Walk in prayer, walk in meditation, be still as you build, in stillness, walk in stillness, walk in meditation, so that you can stay in what the 4 agreements call, stay in your dreams, stay in alignment with your destiny, stay in alignment with who you are. The only way you're able to do that is if you take times like this to be reminded of who you are. So you can constantly be reminded, because that human side of us forget often. The ego loves to forget. And then it loves to act like it don't remember nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just be like, I don't know how, Queen, I know this stuff. I know. It's that ego. Ego be like, no, be afraid, girl, you in danger. You don't know the way, you don't have the way, you don't have the resource, that's what ego want to do. But your divine mind, your higher self has to be able to step in. But you got to keep that higher self at the forefront, When you keep it at the forefront, that's when it has room to step in. Okay, and so that's what this session is for. So listen, I didn't come with an agenda today. I didn't come, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes I come with a whole lesson, a whole word. I done saw something in my dream, done got something in my devotion. I didn't come with it today. So what I did come with is 3 things that Spirit had me to pick up. I don't know which one I'm about to use, but We're going to use one of them to speak a word. Now, I know for sure I want to do a card pull. I've been introducing the cards. I usually do not. So clearly I'm clearly just being in alignment with what Spirit is telling me to do. And the reason why I do not talk about cards a lot, because this is the age of Aquarius, everybody and their sister, cousin, brother, baby, daddy is a tarot card reader. And so, it's very popular. And, I think it's kind of like, it's becoming like murky water when it comes to readings and different things like that. And I need for us not to be distracted. Let us not be distracted. But I would not be me if I wouldn't say this. Although things may start to go awry and things start to look crazy, I would never deny the resources that God has placed here for us to be able to have guidance and for us to be able to connect with Spirit for the messages that we need, for the words that we need. And one of the things that we can gain guidance from is readings. So whether that's tarot, whether that's divination, whether that's whatever it may be, it is a sound tool when it's used properly, when it's used with the earnest heart, when it's used sincerely, and when it's used with a clear spiritual understanding of what we're doing. Okay. And so for those who are maybe not be familiar with cards, and definitely not familiar with people doing using cards in spaces like this, or in conversation with where God is mentioned, or where the Lord or Christ or Allah, or you fooling with me, I might mention Oyun. I'm gonna mention whoever come up. Whoever come up in spirit is going to be mentioned. So if you are not familiar with cards being used in that space, let me just explain real quick, because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Cards are used just like you would use the Bible, the Quran, anything. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So when you're getting a really good deck, you have the opportunity to connect with the words of the Almighty. Okay. Now, one of the things I say to people is, when you're using your decks, treat them like your holy text, treat them like your holy books. And what I mean by that is, I have my holy books in my prayer and meditation space, and I treat them sacredly, and I say prayers over them. And before I open them up, I say a prayer. With my heart, I make sure I'm saying a prayer of a clear heart, a clear consciousness, coming without, as the Bible says, take your shoes off, coming with the door closed. I'm in stillness. I'm taking all the gook of the world off of me, and I'm approaching my Bible, my Quran, my decks, my whatever I'm approaching it with the earnest heart, with the desire to gain a word, and also the trust and the faith in that word. Don't approach your holy text or your decks or any of those things with skepticism. Don't even use them if you have it. You don't have to use them. It's okay. You don't have to use them. Maybe it is time for you not to use any of those things, and just allow Spirit to talk to you straight up, so that you can get clear about the voice of the Almighty, and know that, yes, Spirit can speak through a deck. Spirit can speak through a scripture. Spirit can speak through a bird. Spirit can speak through the ocean, the water. Spirit can speak through the rocks, but it said the rocks. I be quoting scriptures all the time. Don't even know the whole thing, but I know it says something about rocks crying out. You know what I'm saying? Like things can test. Don't be on here having me show out. I'm gonna turn your screen. I'm just kidding. But Spirit can speak if you have the ears to hear. You hear me? If you have the eyes to see, and you gain that by becoming earnest with your prayer to be able to do that. And then when God show up, trust it. When the word come out, trust it. And there are ways because when that word is spoken, put some words in the chat room and tell me how that feels. How that feel when that word show up? It be the right word. It be the word. It's like, ooh, I grew up in the Southern Baptist church. So when the word hit somebody, we'll hear something. We might see something. They might throw something. They might slang something. You better teach, preacher. You better preach, preacher. They feel it. They on, boy, they about to slang they handkerchief. I got tingles right now. Just even think, when the word, when you get that's fire. I'm telling you, tingles, yes. When that word, give thanks for the word. You know how much a word can do for you? You know how much a word can do for you? Just that word. But isn't that amazing? How a word, you can be deep in sorrow, deep in despair, deep in doubt, deep in sadness and shame or whatever. And you just hear a word. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. Seek the word. I know our ancestors said the word, and they were mainly only referencing the Bible, but God speaks through so much more. Be more aware. Be more aware. Show up in the present so that God can speak through you, to you. God can speak to you through a billboard. God can speak to you through a situation unfolded in a certain type of way. Just this week, I'm on the phone with waiting on hold with this company I've been trying to get in contact with forever. And I'm on hold 2-3 hours. But Spirit kept saying to me, you need to learn patience, because where I'm taking you, it may take 2-3 hours, 2-3 days, 2-3 months, 2-3 years. But the blessings that I got for you are so amazing, so mighty, that I need you to be patient. Now, if I say that to somebody, they'll be like, how you get that out of that? I just think you just need to be. I'm not saying it to nobody, because God spoke it to me, because that was the word that I needed in the moment. And it connected with the word that I needed in several situations that I had going on at the same time. God can speak to you through many things if you have the eyes to see, the ears to hear, if you're still enough and meditative enough, connected enough for God to be able to speak to you, because God is always talking to you. Ashe, God is always talking to you. Alicia said just that, but the ears must be open to hear. It's like feeling the beloved's hand on your heart, goosebumps, throwing wigs. Okay, I'm with the wig throwing. Yes, that's a word, boy. That's what I'm about to pop the tambourine, and you about to really shout. Boy, don't play with me. Throw the wig. So since we going in, huh? You chose violence today. All right, let's go. Let's get it. Let's act like we amazed by the Most High. Like fire shit. I'm telling you, y'all got me stirred already. It's only 1:24. I'm not about to do it with y'all. Let me put some structure to this thing for y'all. Have me running around my house. All right. So we're not about to do this today. Y'all like to have me showing out. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I just give thanks. I feel it because I be grateful, because I can in 2 seconds think about how God has spoke to me many ways. Sometimes God done spoke to me and said, shut up. Don't you say that. Don't you tell them that. Shh. Be quiet. Don't you tell them that. It's not time. They not the one. Sometimes Spirit showed up and said, I say, go ask for what I asked you to ask for, so that you could receive it. But what if they be quiet? Sometimes Spirit done showed up and quieted my mind. Now, Shay, all right, I'm done fussing. Let me pull this card before I be preaching all day long and not even pull it. Lord, see, the sessions be. That's why I be trying to put structure, but Lord ain't let me do it this year. Ever since January 1 done came in, it's just like, ever since the first meditation here, it's like, all these plans that you're trying to plan out the meditation. No, let the Spirit move. All right. Woo. All right. I decided to use my gemstone deck today. Okay. The prayer has already been relayed for this to be a message for us. The card that just was pulled for us is the Selenite card. The Selenite card. One thing I noticed on this Selenite card is the number 21, which equals up to a 3, which is a number of completion, which represents spirit, soul, and body. Woo, child. Selenite, divine light. In the ancient world, selenite protected against wanderings of the mind. It invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Self-understanding. Spirituality is vital for you. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. Use insights wisely. Avoid confusing past with present. You see into people's heart to what motivates them. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please. Stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. The divination that comes from this card. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Woo-hoo. Let me say that one more time. Pull up, selector, pull up, selector. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears to your mind. I added that, your mind in the end, to your mind. Be prepared for challenges and changes. Banish confusion. Clarity is needed. Allow divine light to inspire your future. Let go of something dear to you. Parting does not mean loss of love. Reconciliation is possible. Make the first move. Overheard conversations enlighten you right now. Here's the healing insight for this card. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. The frequency of this card or of this stone, exceptionally high. Ashe, chakra for this stone, the highest crown chakra, your soul star, and your stellar gateway. The timing of this card, Taurus and Cancer, and the soul path of this stone or card, shining divine light on the world. Ashe. That's our word for today. Now, it would not be me if I don't go in and repeat it emphatically, and you better pick up them pens and whatever resonate, write it down. This is your word for the week. Write it down so you can create your prayer, so you can create your affirmation. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Write it down so you can create your prayers, your affirmation, so you can write it on a poster board, so you can put it on a sticky, put it on your window. These are your words for the week. This is your daily bread. This is your bread for the week. Don't go off without taking advantage of this feast. Come on, somebody. Selenite, divine light. In the ancient world, this stone protected against the wandering mind. It invokes mental clarity and divine inspiration. Here's the self-understanding from this card. Spirituality is vital for you. You are a translucent soul who moves fluidly through time. Use insights wisely. Avoid confusing the past with the present. I don't care how it happened in the past. What they got to do with anything? I don't care what that has never happened before. What you're gonna be, you get ready to see it. I don't know what to tell you. So now is the time. It's first time for everything. It will just be amazing for me to show you how it could happen. No one could ever get that property, that type of credit score. It doesn't matter. No one can ever get that job without 2 or 3 degrees. That doesn't apply to me. And sometimes that's your mind talking. How you think you're going to do that? How you think you tell your mind to sit down? I'm going to need you to take self-esteem. Some of y'all got to learn how to talk to yourself. You got a lower self and you got a higher self. Neither one of them bad. We love both of them. We just got to get the lower self to be on board. Because, you know, the lower self is quite powerful. That ego is gangster. So the ego is great. Don't try to kill the ego. That's your gangster. But you need to train your gangster up in the right mind, divine mind. So when the ego starts stepping up and going, girl, who do you think you are? You got to step up in your divine mind and say, I am a divine being, limitless, supported by the Almighty. Okay, I just had to preach the word real quick. Hold on now. Do not confuse. Avoid confusing your past with the present. Your past ain't got nothing to do with the present, so stop bringing it into the present. You are a new being. You are a new being. Even from December 2021, it's now almost February 2022. You a whole nother person. They're not even talking to the same person. You not even dwelling with the same person. Allow that newness. Stop bringing the old things into the present. Stop talking about it. I don't care how many times you got to write it down and burn it. Write it down and burn it. I don't care if you write it down and burn it every day. Let it go. Let it go. I sound like I'm fussing, but I'm not. I'm saying I'm doing it with love. I talk like this because I done had to do it. Just keep lingering in my mind. I'm gonna need for you to go. I'm gonna need for you to go. Because you getting in the way. Okay, you see into people's heart to what's motivate them. Now that sound all fancy, but what it's reminding you is you can tell what people got going on with them if you can slow yourself down and realize what people got going on with them and stop doubting yourself and let people show them and trust what they're showing you, not to judge them, but to make judgments for your own life. Not to judge them. You too busy judging who raised you. Why would you do that? That ain't got nothing to do with. Let them be who they are. The reason why you're able to see people is so you can make the proper judgments for your life. Ashe. Ooh, see, hold on. I came prepared for y'all today. I got my tea and my water because some told me, get your tea and your water. So I'm gonna sip my tea while you figure out who you see and make your judgments for your life. Don't judge them. Judge yourself. Don't judge them. Let them be who they are. Give thanks to the Almighty for people who allow themselves to be who they are. The audacity, be like them. Be audacious. Okay, let's keep on going. Do not be manipulated or too eager to please folks. Please yourself. Be eager to please yourself. You worrying about, well, what they gonna say? Well, stand by what you know. You have the gift of clarity and mental flexibility with the power to make excellent decisions. I'm gonna say that one more time for my double-minded people in the back, for my people who are what is that called? What's the call when they go back and forth? It's double-minded, but it's another word. Indecisive for my indecisive folks. You, my dear, you divine being, you have the gift of clarity. You know, you're clear, and mental flexibility with the power, the divine power that the Almighty has given you to make excellent decisions. Ashe, here's the divination. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. Stop marrying yourself to notions, visions, dreams. Don't marry to it. Enjoy them, give thanks for them, but relax and receive. Our humble human mind can't even fathom what God got for us. Let's be clear about that. We get a glimpse. We get a glimpse and go crazy. The glimpse, and then it go in the process, and now you done got a glimpse, and now you done try to control it, figure it all out, and now you got an idea of how it should work out. I'm gonna need for you to relax. Let God give you the glimpse, Enjoy that glimpse, have fun with it, be amazed with it. Stop being so eager to tell everybody about it so it can have room in its womb to grow and get its bearings and process without other people's energy getting in the way of it, without other people's opinions getting in your mind and triggering those skeptical thoughts and those scary feelings. When God gives you a glimpse of your dream, of your vision, of your desires, or whatever it may be, just give thanks for it. Yeah, give thanks for the glimpse of it. Now I'm going to relax and receive. I'm going to relax and receive what? The guidance. I'm going to relax and receive my assignments. I'm going to relax and receive the blessings. I'm going to relax and receive it. Instead of immediately marrying to it. Listen what it says. A situation is unpredictable no matter how solid it appears. It may be unpredictable, but that don't make it bad. We can't predict it just because God works in wondrous ways. Be prepared for challenges and changes. Prepare for them. Get your faith up. You want to know what you need to be scripting for this new moon? I'm going to tell you right now. Write it down. Faith, divine strength, patience, lightheartedness, clarity, discernment. All the fruit is already promised. The milk and honey is already promised. We got to just get ourselves together so we can get there. So let us use this new moon for that now. By the way, we got a new moon meditation tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Ashe. You can register for it on my Eventbrite or on my page. Banish confusion. Banish it. Y'all look that word up. Banish it. I banished it. We're going to start using these ancient words. Banish. Girl, let me know if you need to help. You need me to help you think it through. Girl, I banish confusion. I ain't confused. Clarity is needed right now, y'all. Allow divine light to inspire the future. Allow divine light to inspire the future. Let go of something dear to you. A lot of y'all don't want to hear that. Let go of something dear to you. You know why? That is guidance. Because oftentimes those things that we hold dear to us are attachments. And those attachments have you leaning and settling and fretting and worrying. It has you outside of you. Let go of something dear to you. And look what it followed up and said to you, just to give you a little encouragement to your heart about it. It says, parting does not mean the loss of love. Parting does not mean the loss of love. It goes on to say reconciliation is possible, but you got to make the first move. And then it gives you guidance to let you know that overheard conversations enlighten you right now. The healing insight for this, and we're going to close with that. The healing insight. Ooh, you holding yourself too, sis. Sis says she leaning and rocking right now. You know it's good when you hug yourself too. Ooh, Lord, you love me giving me this word. Ooh, I'm feeling it right along with you, sis. Healing insight for this one is, listen, here's your mantra for the week. Here's a beautiful mantra for the week. Okay, I didn't have to come with a plan because we got into the word and it's it. This is it for us. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. You know what well-being is? Well-being is holistic, total being. Your whole being being well. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. Ashe to the selenite. Yes, I actually just got some new selenite rods and in stock. I was wondering why I got plenty of these selenite rods. I got some small ones, some big ones. Got some selenite candle holders. I got some selenite. What else I got in selenite? Got a few things in selenite. I'm gonna definitely. I don't even know if I have a piece here in my home, so I'm gonna make sure I go and shop with myself and grab some of that selenite. Woo! Ashe for that word. Ashe for that word. Ashe for that word. So because this is motivation and meditation. We're going to take this word and go into meditation with it. We're going to go into meditation with it. And we're going to go into meditation with that mantra that it gave us. Being in the flow strengthens my well-being. 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 Say it within yourself and out loud to yourself. Being in the flow strengthens my well-being. By the way, I have plenty selling now. You can get it online and in person. Being in the flow strengthens my well-being. Being in the flow strengthens my well-being. Vibe with it. Vibe with it. Being in the flow strengthens my well-being. Being in the flow strengthens my well-being. Being in the flow strengthens my well-being. Ashe, being in the flow strengthens my well-being. Being in the flow strengthens my well-being. Ashe, being in the flow strengthens my well-being. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself the flow. Being in the flow strengthens. Talk to yourself. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. Be in the flow. Be in the flow. Relax. Lighten your heart. Lighten your heart. Release your shoulders. Release confusion. Release doubt. Talk to yourself. Close your eyes right now. We don't need no music. We don't need no fancy meditation. This is how we go in meditation throughout the week without feeling like we have to sit down and cross our legs or do something special. Just talk to yourself. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. Look down at your heart. I read something that say, if you say your meditations and prayers and you talk to your heart, you're literally programming the center of you to send all of those messages out into your whole being. So talk to your heart. You're right here. This is the center of you. This is you. Your heart is your center. It is the center of your consciousness. It is the center of everything that comes from you, everything that goes in you. It goes right here. That's why the physical heart is the pump, the major pump. One thing you absolutely cannot live without is your heart. It's going to pump the blood. It's going to pump everything it needs. That blood is programmed with divine intelligence to know what to do. Program it with that. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being, baby. Let go of that fear. Let go of that doubt. Let go of that hurt. Being in the flow strengthens your well-being. Flow. Flow with life. Flow with your journey. Flow with the present. Let go of the past. Flow with what is. Allow it to be with what is. Appreciate what is. Accept what is. Knowing that everything is always working out on your behalf. Knowing that you were never trapped. Knowing that you have infinite potential. Flow with what is. Accept what is and then allow what is. Allow what is right now in this present moment to continue to calculate and process to exactly what's needed for you in a divine way, in divine timing. Flow. Flow with you. Flow with your thoughts. Flow with your insights. Talk to yourself right now. Go into flow. Flow. Flow with, don't resist. Flow. Release. Tell yourself, allow yourself to relax. Tell yourself to let your shoulders, tell yourself, drop your shoulders, relax. Relax your mind. Allow your body to relax. Relax the breath. Talk to yourself. We have to go in, we have to learn how to go into meditation with ourselves and speak the words that's needed for us to ourselves. The Selenite gave us plenty words to speak to ourselves. Tell yourself, spirituality is vital for me. I must be a spiritual being. So tell yourself, take care of yourself. Remember that you are a spiritual being. That is flow. Flowing with your own insights. Flowing with your own life, your own world, your own vision, your own dreams. Flow with it. And if there's something that you know gets in the way of your flow, speak to yourself. Tell yourself to let it go. Let go of the impatience. Be patient. Tell yourself, be patient. Be patient. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be poised. Be poised. Erect your spine. Stand up for yourself. Hold your head up. Talk to yourself to make sure yourself is in the flow. I say to myself right now, what God has for you is for you. It's for you. It's being uniquely calibrated to flow into your experience with ease and grace and glory. Every experience that you experience in your life was divinely calculated for your journey, your destiny, for all the lessons you needed to learn, for all the insights you needed to gain, for all the wisdom you needed to develop. No time has been wasted. No experience is invaluable. Everything from your past leading up to now was in divine order. And now is the divine time. Your harvest is here. Your harvest is here. Be prepared, my dear. Focus on being prepared, for my harvest is great. I give in an overflow. Shay. Ooh. Ooh, that's good, y'all. That's good. That's good. Hold your heart while you talk to yourself. You know, I read something that said if you just rub it in a circular motion, it's like even massaging the message in there. You lighten the heart, getting it receptive to receive the messages you're giving it. When you even do like taps on your heart, you're opening up your heart so it can hear you, so it can connect with you. This is your center. This is your center. At any point in time, you can go in meditation with your heart. You can go into the heart. Speak words. Literally close your eyes. Assume the position as your highest self and allow the words from your highest self to channel and speak to your heart, so that there can be a merge of that human side of you and your spiritual side. They call that the superconscious, where now you're merging. So now it's not your will, but the Almighty's will that'll be done through you. But you got to be still, get quiet, and be with yourself. Speak earnestly to your heart. It's a song I just came up in my head. Song's been popping up in my head last several days. It's a speak to my heart, Lord. Guess where Lord resides? In you. That divine mind is there. Your high, we call it highest self. We call it your divine mind. We call it Christ consciousness. We call it so many different things, but it's there. It's that thing in you that's always nudging you to do better, go more, do more. Go higher. It's always there. Yes, speak to my heart, Lord. Let the Almighty speak through you and talk to your heart. If you look up the metaphysical meaning of heart, it's the center of your consciousness. The center of your consciousness is where all of your decisions, all of your visions, everything comes from that. Why not spend time with your heart? So that everything you're doing, everything you're speaking, everything you're striving for is in alignment with your highest self. Not your fears, because many times we're doing things and it feels good, it feels great because it's accomplishing, but it's in alignment with your fears. You're doing it because of fear. You're doing it because you're running away from something. I hear it all the time. I have this passion because I never want to be where this was. I never want to be where I saw this, or I never want to do this that I experienced. That's not, it is what it is. But sometimes we're making efforts from pain, from trauma, running away from something. Relax. Allow the past to be the past. Sit in the present. Within yourself. Connect with what's peaceful, powerful, and joyous to you. What makes you feel whole. What makes you feel complete, confident, fearless. Get into that vibration and then speak to your heart. Talk to your heart. Tell it to relax so that it can receive what God is showing you and revealing to you that it's supposed to, that you're here to allow to come through you. You're the vessel. We are all here to be a unique reflection of God in our own way, through our own journey. It may look similar. We may have similar experiences. We may have similar desires, but nothing is you. You are important. You are uniquely made. In the oneness of the divine, you are uniquely made, and your part of the whole plays a role. Energy does not stop. That's why whether it flows through you while you're here in this physical experience or not, it's still going to flow through somebody. Somewhere. Why not experience God yourself? That's your milk and honey. Ashe, we give thanks. We give thanks for the meditation today. We give thanks for being able to sit with our hearts and go into meditation on our own. Speak to our hearts. Speak to ourselves. Help ourselves to merge with its highest self. May we continue on our journey loyal to our highest self. May we take time to sit and be still, be quiet, to relax, to breathe, and stand as our highest self and speak to our heart. So that as we move on this journey, we are in alignment, full alignment. And we can confidently say, oh, this is not my will. It's the Almighty's will that's being done through me. All of this is the Almighty's will. And because I know that to be true, I can walk this journey fearlessly, lightheartedly, peacefully, joyously, powerfully. Because it's the will of the Almighty, it's already done. Ooh, it's already done. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, amen. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah. If I had my tambourine, I would go in right now. Ooh, it's like fire and shut up in my... Oh, this is good enough. Ooh, it's already done. It's already done. It's already done. How can it be the will of the Most High and it ain't done already? That tambourine is on the way, girl. I got 2 more days to wait. It's on the way. Stay in alignment so that you can know So that you ain't got to fret when you know it's the will of the Almighty. There is no strive to not fret. Ashe, ashe. Now we start out with the powerful words. I want to close. I want to close with the powerful word. Remember, this is new moon. We got a powerful new moon meditation. Many astrologers are saying this is one of the most powerful new moons this year. That's gonna be this year. Powerful new moon of this year. So you know what? You know what? I'm gonna take a moment, if y'all don't mind, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about the energy of this new moon. What y'all up for that or no? Or we good? What's up? Y'all up for that or no? Because you know, I usually don't talk my moon talk on these meditations, but I was going for the book so that we can close out. And then it was like, talk about the new moon. So while you're here, let me say this before I start talking about this new moon. 1, take notes, because I don't want to spend too much time. I desire to not hold you long. 2, please stay until we finish so we can close out together, so we can seal up all of these vibrations together, okay? And so that you can gain all of the guidance that is being channeled for us right now. I'm not just talking to you. Everything that's being channeled right now is for us. It's for us. It's for us, okay? And so I don't want you to miss it. I don't want you to miss the message has been channeled for you at this moment. And I really don't want you to miss the power of this new moon that's right here. It's not even on the horizon. The energy is here right now. Okay? So here we are. Be aware as we talk about this new moon that falls in the Aquarius season. Just keep in mind, and I keep saying to individuals, keep in mind that we're in an Aquarius age. We're in the age of Aquarius. We're in an air age, higher minded, higher vibratory, potent, powerful, rapidly shifting, time warping type age right now, the age that we're in. So now with that in mind, now we're going into a new moon in an Aquarius season during the Aquarius age. If you can even imagine, this new moon is quite powerful in your life. But the reason why this new moon is quite powerful in your life is not only because of those 2 things that I mentioned, but take note of that. And if you don't know a lot about it, go ahead and get to learn about the energy of Aquarius and what kind of energy we're working with as we're in the Aquarius age and also Aquarius new moon. But the reason why this specific new moon is powerful because we have a lot of different things leading up. We have a lot of cosmic activity that's going to be happening in the next several months that's going to rapidly shift and change things in everyone's life. It's already happening. It started happening when we had the Grand Conjunction, and it's not slowing up. Some of you all feel it. Some of you all have been experiencing different things in lives, but let me tell you, rules will be lifted. Standards don't apply no more. Boundaries will be lifted. All of and this is not something that's just mystically happening. This is happening in alignment with the different retrogrades, trainings, aspects, all of those different things that's happening cosmically. It's set up as above, so below. It is set up for us to have a powerful year if you are in alignment with your greatest good. So on the flip side, if you're not in alignment with your greatest good, whatever you are in alignment with is what you're going to see unfolding. You catching my drift? Whatever you're finding yourself in alignment with, you can explain it away. You can tell me why you're doing it, how you're doing it, who told you, why. Whatever you find yourself in alignment with, you're going to see it unfolding rapidly, majorly. And so as I've been saying for a lot of months. And it's just been this intuitive feeling that if you ain't spending your time getting yourself in order, getting your mind clear, getting your heart together, getting your faith strong, getting clear about what is your power, where does your strength lie? If you're not spending time getting clear on that, you could get caught up in something you might have was praying you don't get caught up in, or you may have never imagined yourself getting caught up in, because you just couldn't even imagine that for your life. And it may not be good, at least not a good feeling. At least not good for your money, your health, your emotions, your nothing, your relationships, none of that. Get in alignment with your highest self. And highest self does not mean the kind self. All of that is great. Highest self is that true, authentic truth. That is your authentic truth that has been revealed to you in your stillness and your silence and your secret room. When you have sat down with your heart, just as we sat down in this session today, just as we did in meditation today, and God revealed to you, God always revealed to you what's for you and what's not for you. And oftentimes, God reveals it to you by revealing what's not for you. And you feel it strong. Oh, I know that ain't for me. But don't focus on what's not for you. Focus on what is for you. Get clear about what is for you. And don't worry about it. I'm going to be done with this, because I could go on and on forever. And there's a lot of things dealing with this new moon that, I would really have to go into detail about, but I'll be doing that tomorrow on the meditation call. So if you want to hear even more, then you can hop on the meditation call tomorrow evening, where I'll talk more about this new moon energy, and not just this new moon energy, but the energy we're going to be dealing with this year and what our assignments are. We have some assignments in order for us to really be able to gain these things that it has been revealed to us. Many of us see, we can see it, we can feel it, we know. God has showed us this is the life that you are supposed to be here living and how it's supposed to feel. This is it here. This is it. And some of us, our present life don't look nothing like that. Or it may look something like that, but you still got some ways to go. But this is how we get there. But let me say this, and I'm going to be done, and prayerfully I see you on a call tomorrow evening so we can do this work, get this work. So that we can reflect God for real, for real. Your job is not to figure out the what, the how, the when, the where. Take that out your mind. I know that we have been conditioned. I know that we have been trained to be the fixers, the figure outers, I know it. I know. We have been thrust into a system of schooling and education that from age 3, 4, or 5, or maybe 6 have taught us there's a way, you learn this way, and then maybe you can be successful in this world. We've been conditioned that way. Time is out for that. It's done. It's over. All your job is to do. This is it. I'm giving you the job. This is the assignment. Sit with yourself. Hear, listen to yourself. And when I say yourself, that's the voice of God. It's in you. Learn how to be still. Learn how to be silent. Spend more time with spirit. Spend more time getting clear about the voice of God in you. Spend more time being still so that you can see and hear all the messages from the Almighty all around you, because it's always all around you. And then be obedient, because the guidance will come, the protection will come, and the resources will come. We clear? Okay, so if you want me to keep it short, this new moon is about you manifesting everything, all the faculties, all the habits, all the whatever that you need to manifest for you to be able to be loyal to your highest self. If there are things around you that's keeping you feel like it's keeping you from being your highest self, don't worry about the how that gotta go. Don't worry about that. Get clear about your highest being. Get clear about that. And then get clear about what is it that you need to bring into your life so that you can live in your authentic truth. If that's more faith, more strength, whatever that is, spend your new moon there. Ashe, this is not the new moon for you to be right now. I want a house, I want a car, that's gonna come. I want a new job, Because when you focus on yourself and you begin to vibrate at your highest frequency, it is law. Give thanks for the Almighty. It is law that you will attract to you your own. It is law that the roots are gonna bear that fruit, period. It's law. You ain't gonna never see no apple, no tree with apple roots bearing no oranges. You're not gonna see it. So get your roots together. Have strong roots in your faith, in your knowing, in your positivity, in your peacefulness, in your power, in your love, in your all of those different things, and you will see the fruit. You will see the fruit. You want to bear abundance. You want to bear opulence. Okay, get it all within you. Become opulent. Let your being be opulent. Then it will start showing up on the outside of you. Become abundant. Become loving. Become all of that. Become all of that. You want to make millions and all that stuff. What's the essence of making millions? Freedom, be free then. If you can't be free, you're not going to get the freedom from the millions. You're not going to get the millions. That is ultimately you striving to get freedom. You be free. So that then you can manifest in the physical realm what freedom what freedom looks like. I'm done. I'm not with y'all. Whoo, I'm done. Okay. Happy new moon. Happy new moon. One of the most powerful new moons you're going to experience. Ashe. One of the most powerful new moons you're going to experience. One of the most powerful new moons you're going to experience. Be real with yourself. Take it seriously. Steep yourself into your intentions. Okay? It's like digging into fertile soil. You ever dug into fertile soil? It's like moist and warm. It's like the perfect temperature. It's healing. It's steep yourself, into your heart, into what God got for you, into what God is saying to you, into what God is revealing to you, into what God is pushing you towards. Steep yourself in it. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. I don't care if you have to go and do things in this world. Stay there. Stay there. Be loyal to it. Disregard what you hear, what you see, don't worry about all of that. You tried paying attention to everything and running around frantically and trying to do and stressing over here and trying to control it. And you tried that. You've already tried it for a long time. I challenge you, just dedicate this whole year. Hear what I'm saying? Dedicate this entire year to being dedicated to you, the innermost parts of you. Being dedicated to your spiritual work, to your spiritual practice, to your meditations, to your prayers, to your affirming, to your journaling, to your scripting. Dedicate yourself. Dedicate the music you listen to. Dedicate the conversations you're having. Dedicate it all. Make them all sacred. Make it all sacred and watch out. Just tell me. Just wait till, Lord willing, we get to February the 1st, 2023. Just wait. I want to hear it. Let us all gather here. As we gather here, I'm going to just tell you. I'm going to tell you what the Lord has done for me. I'm going to show you and tell you. Doing this, may it be prosperous for you, sister. Maybe it be peaceful. May it be healing for you. Ashe, let's close out so that I don't want to hold you. I want to hold you. We give thanks. We give thanks for this time and space and the word. We give thanks for this time, space, and the word. May we receive it. May we ingest it, and may we apply it. May we receive it, ingest it, digest it, and apply it. Ashe. 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 Oh, amen. Amen. All right, y'all. Give thanks, y'all. May this meditation carry you throughout the week, and on and on and on. And on and on and on. Please remember that this is recorded. It's going to be posted on my YouTube channel. And so if this has been a blessing for you, you may share that link with other people. Please also note that if you are interested in learning more about me, or learning more about Oyun Ministries, you can go to my website, oyunministries.com. You can learn more about the ministry. You can learn about my membership. Shout out to all members who are online. You can learn about the memberships, the things that we do. You can learn about the services, the products, all those beautiful things. You can learn about that on oyunministries.com. And if you're here, I'm assuming you follow me on social media, but if you don't, go ahead and follow me on social media, where you will get inspiration, insight, all that beautiful stuff. Whatever spirit leads me to post, I use my social media to post what is given to me, whether it's about spirit and maybe something about physical wellness, because I'm giving thanks that God has really brought me deep and far into my physical wellness journey. And so I share all of those things on my social media, as well as events that's coming up. We just had a class yesterday, a free class. I do a free class every Saturday before the new moon. Yesterday was on spiritual baths. I talked about why do we do spiritual baths? What are they used for? How do we make them on our own? How do we, all of those different things. It was a beautiful class yesterday. But I'm not going to use the word try. I have committed to doing a class at least once a month. And then before the full moon, we do a gemstone cleansing session. And so free of charge, you can come out, bring all your gemstones, bring all your goodies, your spiritual artifacts, and we cleanse and charge them right before the full moon, so that full moon can be potent and powerful. This is all for the intent. Let me tell you something. This is all for the intent of us readily preparing, constantly, continuously preparing our vessel to be able to receive the overflow that the giver is always ready to give. People get mad about that scripture where it talks about God being a jealous God. God wants to see itself. All that it's saying is we are reflections of God. We are God. We are the energy of God, the reality of God in physical form. It is our only job to be able to shine God through us. And we cannot do that with the residue of the world weighing down on our hearts, our minds, our shoulders, we cannot do it that way. And so it takes continual work. This is not a transactional process. You can't do one meditation. I meditated for 6 months. Well, I went in 3 years, and I know this is a part of, you are a spiritual being. And so you should be practicing your spirituality. This is a part of it. These Sunday sessions are a part of it. The gemstone cleansings is a part of it. The classes about spiritual baths, so that you can start incorporating spiritual baths in your life, it's a part of it. Spiritual baths helps you to get the residue off, to clear out the ori. It helps you to lighten the heart. It does all those things. In many cultures, it's a custom. It's just something they do anyway. It's just something they do. They don't say it like this. They don't have to teach classes about it, because it's been something that they do. When I was in Costa Rica, I saw them before you go in the house. They slapping them down with a big bushel of leaves. Not in the like, oh, you bad. No, that's just some common practice. They'll slap themselves down. They're not bringing the energy into their homes. You went out into this world everywhere, all that, and you just boom, bam, you just in the house. All that energy stored in your house. This is customary for them. Fortunately, we are now in a time and space where people are more open to hear about all of these different things, so that we can practice those things, so that we can live a life that's more in alignment with how God wants to help us to be able to shine how God wants us to shine. Ashe. So anyway, that's the purpose of everything that Oyun Ministry does. Lighten the heart, not transactionally lighten the heart so you can gain money, gain love, no. Lighten the heart so you can honor and respect the fact that you are a divine being and your role here in this physical experience is to reflect God through you in the highest way. The amazingness of God deserves our walk to have the fragrance of glory. I want everything that I manifest to reek of glory. I want people to just smell it, see it, feel it. I want you to be able to be in front of me. I ain't tell you nothing that I have. I ain't told you about my degrees. I ain't told you about the number in my bank account. I ain't told you about how many properties I own. I ain't told you about none of that stuff. But you just standing right there with me and you know, without a shadow of a doubt, I am blessed. That's God. That's God. That's God. That's what I desire for everybody. Everybody. Forget all the standards of the world. I want your very being to show up and be able to show people. You ain't got to say a word. I want God to be able to see it through you to finally they say, well, what is it? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. You ain't got to give them no track like we used to do in the Southern, no shade. We ain't got to give them no track. You ain't got to go try to preach the word with a microphone on the corner. You ain't got to go do none of that stuff. You just stand in your being and they say, you got the secret. It's something you got. And then you say, let me tell you about it. Let me tell you about it. Let me tell you just what happened yesterday, girl. Let me tell you what happened this morning, as a matter of fact. Let me tell you how God showed up this morning. Okay, you want me to tell you about yesterday? You want me to tell you about the day before? Girl, let me tell you about, if I go back to like 2018, September, new moon period, honey, child. Matter of fact, let me pull out my journal. Y'all know y'all got like me, y'all got 50. Let me pull out my journal a second. You want documentation? What you need? You need a word from my book of life that I got right here that I've been keeping up with right here. Let me show you. Ooh. What else are we here for? Ashe, what else are we here for? So if you want to learn more about the ministry, you can go to oyunministries.com. And learn more about that. And I hope to see all of y'all on the new moon meditation tomorrow. My meditations are only $11.11, and they happen every new moon, every full moon, Lord willing, and the Lord always wills thus far. So that will be happening tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. and it's going to be a powerful time. And I would love to see every single one of you all online. All right, peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. Peace and love.